Hello, Internet and students of my senior assessment class. I am making this video because we were assigned for the topic of how to do something you are good at. For my how-to video, the topic... Oh, and by the way, welcome to my kitchen. I am steaming some milk. There are not a lot of things I've mastered, but there are a lot of things that I'm good at. So it's hard to narrow it down, but I realized there's something I have perfected that I feel qualified to teach, and that is how to make the perfect matcha latte. Matcha is comprised of two elements, the matcha shot and the milk. I'm steaming milk for a hot matcha. You can also make matcha iced, in which you don't do anything to the milk. I will not be going into how to steam milk. That would take way too long. Anyway, the focus of this video is how to make the perfect matcha shot. Let's get into it. You will need a temperature-controlled kettle set to 175 because matcha will become too bitter or you will not extract the perfect flavor we are going for if the temperature is too hot or too cold. Too hot of a temperature can burn the matcha. So this is critical. 175. You'll also want your milk of choice, honey, and a good quality matcha. I'm talking matcha that is so vibrantly green and beautiful, and this one from Stephen Smith is, I think, perfect. You know it's good quality when it's in a can like this tin metal can is preserved properly, and because you'll see ones at the store that are in those bags. That's really not going to preserve it, and typically you can tell because you open the bag and you see that the color is not a vibrant green that you're looking for, and I think you can definitely taste the difference too. The next critical step is preheat the mug that you're going to make the matcha shot in. Also, make sure your mug is not too big and not too small. I don't have any clear definition for that, but you want the Goldilocks of mugs for your matcha because it's all about ratios, right? So think about the ratio between a shot of espresso and how much milk you like in your lattes with a shot of espresso, that kind of ratio for that. Anyway, this step is critical. Preheat your mug because the steam and the warmth of the mug is then going to warm the honey. The matcha shot is composed of 3 ingredients: honey, matcha powder, and water. That's it. That's all you need for a matcha shot. The honey is gonna go directly into the preheated mug. The heat warms it up, adds a little bit more moisture that you need to get it to be the correct texture. Then you add equal amount of matcha powder, and you can see I'm using the same size spoons for my measurement. I don't like to be using measuring spoons and being all that precise because I don't know, I don't care. But you do want equal parts. Mix it until it becomes a shiny paste. Get all the clumps out. My method is amazing because it's less dishes than if I were to use a whole separate whisk and bowl setup like a lot of other people use. This, I'm doing it directly in the mug that I'm going to make my matcha in. It doesn't require a fancy whisk. It has, I have all the things that you can find in your typical kitchen. So once you have your matcha paste, then you add the water to complete the shot. This is the 175 degree water. This, you want to add an ounce of water, and then stir to combine. And as you can see, because we made that paste first, it makes a beautiful soft, it's called crema for an espresso shot. I don't know if it's called crema for a matcha shot as well, but you've got the crema on top that's forming, and set aside for a second while I go grab the milk to finish this off. And lastly, my favorite part, adding the milk to our perfect matcha shot. To summarize, the perfect matcha shot is equal parts good quality matcha powder, honey, and an ounce of 175-degree water. The latte art curse definitely got me here. Whenever there's a camera, I don't pour my best art. But it was so delicious. Tasted like a cloud, not too sweet. The honey and matcha flavors complement each other perfectly. Not bitter, no clumps. This is the perfect matcha latte.